Okay. So for question 2, it says the diagram below shows a trapezium on a coordinate grid. Draw the image of the trapezium after each of these translations. Okay, so again we have the translations below here. Let's have a look at them quickly. Okay, so this is X and Y. That means the top translation is the X translation and the bottom translation is the Y translation. Okay, so if the translation is the top part is negative, that means we move in the negative direction. Okay, and if the translation of the x value is positive, that means we move in the positive direction. So as you can see up here, right, this is the x value and this is the positive direction and this is the negative direction. Okay, so now we have a look at the first number A at the bottom here. Okay, number A says we do the translation for -3 and -2. So we know the x value has to go to the negative direction 3 units, right? So we move from here, we go 1, 2, 3. This point will be here now. Okay, but we also need to do the y translation, and the y translation is very similar, right? So if we're going y in the negative direction is this way, and then we do this in the red. This is the negative direction and this is the positive direction. So if we have a translation of -2, that means we have to translate 2 units in the negative direction for y. So that means 2 units down. So 1 unit, 2 units. So this point is now this point over here. Okay, so we draw our trapezium shape. It is 4 units wide. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. We go 4 units down. So here, effectively. And because we have to go 1 unit in, we draw it like that. And then 2 units across. And another one up there. So this is exactly the new trapezium shape A. Okay. Okay. Right, now let's tackle the second one. Again, the x value has to move 3 units in the positive direction. So we move 3 in the positive direction here. X value 1, 2, 3 there. And 2 units down. So again 1, 2. Okay. So this now is this point over here is now there. So we move again 4 units across to draw a new shape. Okay, 4 units down, 2 across, and 4 units down. And this is B. Okay, so we drew B. We also drew A. That's where A is. So I guess you guys can draw C and D. You have the worksheet with you. If not, then it's attached in the link below. Let's look at question number 2. Mr. Marcel mixes lime juice in a water or part 2 of question 2, right? Mr. Marcel mixes lime juice and water in the ratio of 13 to 4. Mr. Dwayne mixes lime juice with the ratio of 5 to 19. Lime juice and water. Okay. So Mr. Dwayne, please write Mr. Dwayne's ratio in the form of 1:n. Okay. So let's go with my ratio first, Mr. Dwayne's ratio. We have 5:19. and we must write it in the form of 1:n. Okay, so already on this side over here, on the left hand side, we can see that we have a 5 and there a 1. So we need to divide by 5, because 5 divided by 5 gives us 1. But if we divide the left hand side by 5, let's call this the left hand side, then we must also divide the right hand side. So 5 divided by 5 and 19 divided by 5. We have 1 is 2. So 19 divided by 5 gives us 3.8. Okay, and this is this answer over here. We divide both sides by 5, so we have a 1, and our n value now over here is 3.8. Okay, now that means that Mr. Dwayne has 1 unit of lime juice, okay, to 3.8 units of water. That's basically how you read that. Okay, now I'm not going to do number B for you, because I think that you can do number B on your own. How you need to find, I'll tell you how, I'll give you the method. You need to find Mr. Marcel's ratio of lime juice to water, and then compare it to this lime juice to water ratio over here. Once you've done that, you can see which one has the higher proportion of lime. Okay, and that will give you an idea. Okay, similarly at the bottom or the next page, we have ratios here, and again we need to simplify these ratios. So generally try to get it to the point where we have 1 is to something else. Okay, so when we look at this one over here, we say 34 is to 102. Let's see if we can divide anything by that, and let's try with 2. Okay, can we divide this side by 2 and this side by 2? Definitely, the left hand side and the right hand side. This gives us 17 is to 51. Okay, now let's see if we can go any further. This is normally a tricky one, because 17 is a prime number. That means it only has 2 factors, 1 in itself. So the only way you can go further is to say, if I divide 17 by itself, will it be able to go into 51? And if you check, it actually does go into 51. It goes into 51 exactly 3 times. So we say, now the reason I'm drawing the red line is just to write the answer in a different place. 17 divided by 17 and 15 divided by 17. Okay, that gives you 1 is to 3. And this is your new answer. So this ratio simplified, 1 is to 3. You can do the rest. You can do the rest as practice. I think this is a good way to practice this section. Okay.
Please subscribe to my dad's channel. Thanks.